All right, guys. So I'm going to go through some of the hottest current meme coins and take a look at see how they are doing right now, beginning with NASDAQ 420, which has seen a bit of a sell-off, at least within the past day or day and a half. It's down around 20%. In the last 24 hours, looks to be a little local correction. But overall, this is still a very bullish chart if you zoom out on it. We don't really want it to go much lower to where it could potentially invalidate a nice uptrend we've seen. But right now it's sitting around $7 million in terms of market cap, still over the last month, up a good 3 or 4x for NASDAQ 420. Still, this is one of my favorite. I mean, you're going to get price action like this. You're going to get some negative days, some positive days. Overall, for crypto in general, and for a lot of the main meme coins, it's been decent. But for some of these, it's been a little bit rough. Taking a look at 4chan, this coin right now, sitting at around 3.6 or 3.7 in terms of fully diluted market cap. It did have a recent run of about a 3x or a 2.5x, going all the way to around $4 million. It seemingly is stabilizing right around in the 3 million range. This is a coin that at its lows was around 900K to a million. And yeah, 4chan is a coin that I really like. It is a very small cap. Most of these are. The NASDAQ is at 7 million. The 4chan is at 3.5 million. But I do find it very annoying that the fully diluted is different from the market cap. It's not like there is coins out there that haven't been circulated. So I'm not sure about that. I don't know if it's some weird glitch. I would like for them to fix that, honestly. But either way, there is that one. Next, you've got based SPX 6900. So this is a narrative play. We know there's several different base variants. There's base fart coin. This one recently we've seen ticked up a little bit. It went to around 1.2 million from a low of around 250K. So it did around a 4.5, 5x recently within the past, I would say, 2.5 weeks. It is kind of stabilizing right now, trading in between 1 million and 800K. That's its market cap, down around 2%. Really gone linear the past day for based SPX. This is one I think could do very well when you look at SPX. And I'm also going to take a look at that coin. This is SPX 2.0. So this coin is certainly trading down. Kind of a similar looking, almost mimic chart we saw back in mid-June, to where it ran to around 1.5 million. It retraced all the way to 500K. Now it's retraced to 754K after having a little bit more stability in terms of price action at around 1.3, 1.4 million. This is the 2.0 variant of SPX. Interesting story if you want to look at it. But yeah, this coin is down a little bit. Maybe a decent entry, or maybe wait for it to actually find some support. Maybe it'll find some support in the 500 or 600K range, depending on what happens with the market. But that's just some of the recent history there. Next, we've got DXY, excuse me, the USD Gen Index. So this is one that's holding up very well after its pump. This coin was ranging around 300, 400K. It is now trading, and it's been trading the last about 2.5 days at around $2.5 million. Or excuse me, 2.25 million. And so, yeah, this is a coin that is finding some stability, over $2 million, which is certainly a very, very nice. I mean, this is certainly, it seems like different type of price action for DXY, USD Gen Index 6900. Next, we've got the Dow Jones 6900. This is the Dow coin. So this coin right now trading at 350K. This coin was CTO'd. You can see it went all the way down to about 30 to 40K. And it recently had a few wicks at around 500K. It had heavy price action when it first came out, but certainly hasn't performed all that well. It's an interesting narrative play based along the same lines of NASDAQ 420 and SPX 6900. The idea is it's the Dow Jones, and technically the Dow Jones Industrial Average is the second biggest index behind the S&P, although I don't think this coin is going to do better than the NASDAQ 420. The NASDAQ 420 is certainly going to do better than this coin, but this coin, they rebranded it. It's interesting. We'll see what happens in terms of that. Next, you've got 420 69K, the retirement token. So this coin had a recent pretty crazy run. If you take a look at its last 4 hours, or I guess the best chart to look at this would be the last hour. So we'll see if it can find some stability. Right now it's at around 1 million, a little bit less than 1 million. It had the crazy wick to around 2.5 million because of news. And then it had its own little run to around 1.6 million. Now it's back under 1 million. We're hoping it can maybe find some stability. Certainly when a coin goes up this much in a short period of time, and it's on Solana, even if it's on Ethereum, you've got to be worried about a heavy retracement. And we are seeing the retracement right now. So we'll see if it finds some level of support. The idea with this coin would be it would be marketed into the stock to meme narrative, the 42069K, and so it's an interesting one to look at. You've also got the original Pepe coin. I was doing some research on this coin. So when you look at Dex Screener, this is the oldest Pepe. Now, it is true that the Pepe coin that's marketed as the oldest, it was released in 2016, very similar to the way Doge was put out onto the markets and crypto in general, to where it wasn't tethered to Ethereum. They put it on Ethereum in 2023. That's why when you look up Pepe coin, the Dex Screener says it was created 2 years ago, the same time as the Pepe that's at 4.5 billion. This technically is the oldest one if you just take a look at Dex Screener. But it is true that Pepe coin was released in 2016, but it wasn't released on Ethereum. This coin was released on Ethereum in 2020. And then the Pepe that's at $4.5 billion in market cap was released in 2023, also on Ethereum. And then they moved the Pepe coin, the OG from 2016, onto Ethereum. That makes sense. So this technically, when you look at the history, according to Dex Screener, this is the oldest one. But really nobody knows or nobody cares. And the supply is really low. Like the price is $7.81. It really hasn't done anything. I talked about this coin. Maybe it's had a little bit of positive price movement, but they just don't have a team to market this coin properly. It's unfortunate. It's got a real interesting story. Another problem is the contract with this coin. It does have some significant issues. The ownership is not renounced, and the reason the ownership is not renounced, I believe, is because they would lose the price history of this coin. I'm not entirely sure on that. And then the other coin I wanted to look at was just SPX 6900 to take a look at this. Yeah, so this coin is, it's basically reaching new highs pretty much every single day. You can see right now trading at around, this is basically a daily high, or at least it was a high yesterday, trading around 1.5 or 1.85 billion. It's going to hit 2 billion. It's inevitable. There's a ton of stability with this coin, and right now it is the number 7 trending coin on Ethereum. Another thing I'll do is I'll just go to the Ethereum coins to see who's trending on Ethereum, see who the top trenders are. You've got a lot of these coins, like you can see the age set. A lot of brand new coins will trend at the top. You've got NPC. So NPC looks like it's kicking up a little bit. This is one that certainly is been a blue chipper. Wow, this coin's done about a 3.5, 4x, going from 73 to what, 228 million. That's going to be $1 billion coin. Oh, you know what I just did? I think I just messed that. No, there we go. You've got Pepe trading at around $6 billion right now. It's up 4%. You have, let's see some other the coins. You've got Mog coin trading at 616 million. It's basically been linear. The America Party coin at 11.3 million. Apu sitting right around, possibly going to pass back over 100 million. Crypto Barn, people were shilling me Crypto Barn. This coin just had a major wick, an increase of about a 4x Crypto Barn. I don't know the project exactly, but I actually have heard the project a few times. This is the Chinese Brett. The Chinese Brett variant. These Chinese variants are interesting. This coin woke up. This coin woke up at around 700K. I'm going to have to look at some of these Chinese variants. It's the Chinese variants. You've also got, there's the DXY on here. Book of Ethereum, retracing a little bit. We're seeing some retracements with some of these top memes. Wall Street Pepe sitting at 21 million. And so Pepe, the Chinese variant, sitting at 20 million, the Chinese variant of Pepe. The GameStop coin at 25 million, trading up 5% in the last 24 hours. Mystery, this is an interesting one to look at, as a low cap mystery. This coin, the narrative is possibly dead, but it ran to 25 million. It's in a crazy accumulation. Maybe it's breaking out of the accumulation zone. I don't know. But those are just some interesting coins to look at, guys. That's going to do it for this video. Make sure you like it down below.